1999 Pro Air Nautique. This is in a neutral hull bottom and deck, a Zephyr top stripe, and I feel dumb, but I don't remember the name of this blue, but it's like a navy blue on the main. Sharp boat, has a monster tower that has been installed on it. Sitting on a tandem axle load right aluminum trailer. It's got guide poles on it. Steel wheels. This is available on consignment. The boat has, we'll double check on the gauge, but I think it's just over 950 hours. Our shop has gone through and done an inspection, a full service. It has a new starter, has fresh impeller, fresh oil, fresh filters. Fired it and ran it on the pit, and everything's running nice. But the Pro Air comes in at 21 feet. It's an open bow setup. Different hull design than the Air Nautique, but it is a direct drive, and it's a great wakeboard boat. Coming around the exterior, I believe all the graphics are original. They're in decent shape. You're going to see some little nicks like this on the decal. Some of the pinstriping is going to have some of that look to it. It is gold flake pinstriping. Just a little age on those. Gel coat's in pretty good shape. There's nothing super offensive down the sides of the boat. You can see where there were some patchwork done on the chine on both sides, and I would have to imagine at some point in time this thing got into a trailer fender and scratched it up. It doesn't look like anything had gone through the fiberglass, but it scratched up the top surface. And you'll see on the hull bottom where they've done some patchwork as well. It's on there smooth. It just doesn't match. And to be honest, if it had to be done, it probably still wouldn't match. But that's on the bottom of the boat, out of sight. Nothing concerning here, just cosmetically, color's a little bit off. You can get a good idea of what we're talking about here. I would have to guess that a bolt on a trailer probably got into this thing. Again, chine repairs. Go around the other side real quick. Again, decal, gel down the sides of the boat are looking good. The Air Nautique decal has got a couple little marks like this on it. Overall, pretty well intact. You're gonna have another chine patch right here. Another small patch on the bottom over here. If we make our way back, up towards the front, we do have a small chip right here. But that has been filled, and it's not down into the fiberglass. So, a little bit of hull rash going on, but you would not know any different when you're out on the water. Teak platform. Let's go ahead and hop up inside. Take a look at the interior. Got the rear sun pad here. This has the blue accent and kind of like a burgundy red, fiery red piping on the interior. We have the brown carpet. Seat bases across the back are starting to separate right along the seam. Otherwise, you step back, they're not like completely blown open. I think if you did a couple seat bases in the back and possibly this seat base here on the jump seat, the interior will be pretty stinking good. But passable. Boat's going to perform really well. Which, again, just some cosmetic stuff with it. Coaming pads. looking good all the way around. Do have a little bit of wear in the corner. Our engine hatch is going to have this hole back here and a couple marks here just from people sitting on it over the years. But the rest of the way around, our engine hatch is looking pretty good. Pop this thing open real quick. Again, it's got about 900, let me turn the key, 984 hours on this PCM GT40 HO, 5.8 HO. Is a multi-port injection. This thing fires right up. Again, fresh starter and fresh service on this thing. We'll get some water video of this as well with the boat out on the river. So definitely check that out. We do have the double hookup ski pylon, so the slightly higher tow point on that. If we flip up our love seat, we've got the one of the batteries mounted under here, which is going to power the amp for the tower speakers. And there's a set of board racks in here that we don't have mounted up right this second, but they're going to come with it. Some of the liners are a little worn out on it, but could be reattached. And then we've got fire extinguisher, docking lines, all that good stuff. Before I make my way over to the dash, I forgot, I need to open up the hatch. Boat has a nice blue cover with it. Fits with the tower. Pack of life jackets, so you got some good storage here in the back. Coming around to the helm and the driver's seat. So, driver's seat's in good shape. Got a couple small splits on that edge, but the bottom of the seat base is in good shape. Coming over to the dash here. Got our breaker panel, blower, bilge, nav lights, anchor lights, all that fun stuff. Across the top, we got oil pressure, engine temp, dual speedos on this. Down below, we have the tack. Up top, fuel, voltage, and there's a perfect pass gauge. Perfect pass does not work. The only way probably to get one to work is to update it to GPS or just the updated style. I believe on the Pro Air, due to the shape of the hull, the old style pressure speedos just didn't work for perfect pass very well. And if you read up on that, you'll probably hear the same thing. As for stereo, your head unit's over here on the right. The interior speakers do not work. The tower speakers do. So you've got 4 speakers in here that are currently inoperable. But there are 3 amps in the boat. There was quite a stereo setup in here. And somebody wants to get a newer setup going, they're more than welcome to pop that in there. A little bit of paint chipping on the windshield header, but overall pretty nice. You mainly just have it over here where the mirror has been slid around over the years. Up in the bow, we've got a bow filler cushion. I won't take that out. And then underneath the cushion right up in the front here is a secondary battery that runs everything on the dash. But vinyl up here is great. Really nothing to point out up front here. You can see where the old tower was mounted. I don't know the story on why that is no longer on here, but they have the bolts in to kind of fill those holes, and the monster tower has been added. The monster tower also folds by disconnecting the release knobs up here at the top. Otherwise, the boat is in good shape and it's going to run. Again, throws a great wakeboard wake, great ski boat, a nice, versatile, spacious direct drive boat coming in at 21 feet. So I don't expect this one to be here for very long. These 90s era Pro Air and Air Nautiques are popular for that reason. They do a lot of things really well. If you guys have any questions, give us a call at N3 Boatworks, 317-845-9253, and thanks for watching.